Welcome back to Only Talk Sports. We talk sports every single day, or at least we try to. I'm your host, Jeffrey, and subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Now, today, we're going to be talking about the conundrum that is Deion Sanders and whether I think he should go to any of the schools that want him or stay at Jackson State. Now, Deion Sanders is a guy that he's a legend football player. He's a fantastic player. We all know what he was able to do in baseball and in football, and he's a fantastic player. But now he's a fantastic coach. He's 11-0 at Jackson State this year, and he's done a great job at Jackson State, a program that obviously no one really talks about in college football until now Deion Sanders is there. And he has done a great job at Jackson State. But now other programs want Deion Sanders' services to turn their program around. And you can tell right there that Colorado fans really want him because Colorado is in bad shape right now. Colorado has gone 1-11 this year, and that has been a job that has been linked to Deion Sanders. They've been talking about him potentially going to Colorado. And to me, I don't think that's a bad idea. Obviously, Colorado is a Power 5 school. It's in the Pac-12, and Colorado's had a lot of success. But does Deion Sanders want to go from Jackson State, where he's 11-0 and can potentially go 12-0 after they can win this weekend, and go to Colorado, where you're 1-11 and the program is just in complete shambles? I think that Deion Sanders could turn Colorado around, but it's going to be extremely hard, and I don't know if it would be worth Deion Sanders' time to go from Jackson State to Colorado when he can wait for a better head coaching job position to open. And if a program wants him that badly, they'll take him. I mean, I know Colorado really wants him like in the picture, but again, Colorado is a really struggling program right now. I don't know if Deion would take the job. If he does take the job, I hope it works out for Deion Sanders, but I don't know if that would be the best decision for him. South Florida is the other one that people are talking about. And South Florida is in the same boat as Colorado, but just at the group of 5 level, they are really struggling. Now, obviously, Florida is a great hotbed for talent, and South Florida can get great players to their program. And I think Deion Sanders could do a really good job at South Florida. But I don't think him going from Jackson State to South Florida would really be that big of a jump up, even though it is. South Florida is a bigger program than Jackson State, obviously. But I don't know if he would do that. I mean, there's been rumors of him talking about they're going to need better stadium renovations or whatever. So, I mean, that basically just kind of shows you that he doesn't really like what he's seeing at South Florida. I'm not saying that he wouldn't take that job for that fact alone, but I think Deion Sanders would want his next job to be better than what he is at. And I don't know if South Florida is a good enough next step up for Deion Sanders to take that job. And the last job that everybody is talking about is Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati to me would probably be the best job of the three, because even though maybe historically Colorado is a better job and it is in the Power 5 conference right now, Cincinnati's not in a Power 5 conference, but they're going to be joining the Big 12 in a year. So Cincinnati will be technically a Power 5 in a year anyway, but Cincinnati's in great shape right now. Luke Fickell has left Cincinnati in great shape. Cincinnati is a great program now. They have a very solid foundation, a great fan base, and I think Deion Sanders would do great at Cincinnati. Now, would he go to Cincinnati? I have no idea. Again, Deion Sanders has been very interesting with the way he has treated all this with the coaching announcements and all this stuff, and I really love it because I don't like the fact with a lot of these coaches how secretive they are when stuff gets leaked and they're like, I don't know anything about that, when a lot of times they do. I like how Deion Sanders is like, yeah, I've been offered the Colorado job. Yeah, I've been offered the South Florida job. I love it. I think it's awesome with Deion Sanders, and I really wish more coaching searches were done like this, just how open he is about everything. And he's like, I'm not going to lie to you, I've been offered the Colorado job. That's just how much of a legend Deion Sanders is. Again, it's just so awesome with all this. And what makes it even better is there's going to be potentially a scheduled coaching choice announcement on Sunday after Jackson State's game in the SWAC championship game. He might announce where he's going, or if he's not going anywhere at all on Sunday, he could end up not even leaving. He could stay at Jackson State, or he could go to one of these 3 programs, or maybe even another surprise program that's out there, but more likely the 3 that I've listed. But that's just crazy that Deion Sanders is just saying, hey, we're going to have a scheduled coaching announcement. I just think it's awesome. And again, Deion Sanders is amazing. Just a hilarious guy. And it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I mean, me personally, if I'm Deion Sanders, I would take the Cincinnati job if I'm offered it. And I would make the leap from Jackson State to Cincinnati. Then I would maybe probably take the Colorado job if Cincinnati is not available and he wants to go to Colorado. Then I would do that one. South Florida would be the last one. I'm not saying that it's not a good option either. But if none of these work out, I don't think it would be a bad thing for Deion Sanders to stay at Jackson State, continue to win, build more coaching repertoire than he already has, and then eventually making the leap to Power 5 college football coaching and maybe even at a better job than these three. But if I were Deion Sanders, I would take the Cincinnati job, then the Colorado job, then the South Florida job. But then if it gets kind of down to that South Florida job, I would just stay at Jackson State. We'll see what Deion Sanders does. It's going to be really interesting. I mean, I kind of hope he stays at Jackson State a little longer because I just love having him down there and just how great he is doing what he's doing at Jackson State. It's awesome. It's going to be a lot more competitive and harder for Deion to win at the Power 5 level or the Group of 5 level, but I have no doubt that Deion Sanders could get it done. But again, in order, I would take Cincinnati, Colorado, then South Florida. But I don't think staying at Jackson State would be that bad of an idea for Deion Sanders as well. But it's going to be very interesting to see what he chooses and if he chooses on Sunday where he decides to go or stay at Jackson State. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Like this video down below. Comment down below whether you think Deion Sanders should stay at Jackson State or take one of these three available head coaching jobs. And I will see you next time.